Alright. So, when last we left our hero, about roughly 24 hours ago, he was standing here. So, for the record, before we begin, I will have my co-commentator with me still. She went to go grab food. She just, literally just sent me a text as I was talking, which is why I paused. And she will be here in roughly 5 minutes for us to continue this journey. I'm going to go ahead and do a battle, but I did also promise to help her bring in the food. Because the weather's going very back and forth right now. It was like a torrential rainstorm out there a little while ago, but it seems to have stopped. The wind was blowing upwards of 50 earlier. That seems to have stopped, but I don't want her to get caught out in bad weather, especially since she's bringing her very young child with her, and I don't want that child to get rained on or blown away or dropped or anything of the sort. So, that being said, let's go ahead and do a battle here. If you did not see last time, not familiar what we're doing, we are going through the Mount Battle Challenge in battle mode. This is to get the final hidden Pokemon in this game. Let's have a look here. It's a fair few weak to Psychic, a fair few weak to Water. That'll do. And so the idea for this is you can pick single or double battle. I chose double. If you pick single, you'll take 3 of your Pokemon each battle. If you pick doubles, then you'll take 4, but obviously you'll have 2 out on the field at the same time. You do have to use the Pokemon that are in Pokemon Colosseum, and in order to get this reward, you must have gotten all 48 of the Shadow Pokemon snagged, and they all must be purified as well. Otherwise, you will not get this reward. So, we have done all those prerequisites. That is all required. The final thing to do is to complete the Mount Battle Challenge from floor 1 to 100 without giving up and stopping partway through, and you can also not switch your team at any point. You can use different Pokemon in your team. Obviously I'm only using 4 of 6, so the 2 that I didn't use, I'm not, they're not thrown out where I just have to use these 4. But I can't go into the PC and change my team. I have to keep it this way. So I will go ahead and do this battle, and then I will wait outside for my friend very quickly, and we'll get this taken care of. The reason that I did not attack Wobbuffet just then, in case anybody was curious as to why did you just leave it on the field like that, is the Wobbuffets thus far only know 2 things, which is Counter and Mirror Coat. And when using Counter and Mirror Coat, they have to take either physical or special damage respectively in order to do that damage back. So if they don't take any damage, then they can't do anything. So that was why I just left it on the field all by itself. The other thing worth mentioning is, since I just lost Ampharos, you do get healed between every fight, obviously, and thankfully. However, if you manage to defeat a trainer without losing any of your Pokemon at all, then you are given a continue. I've got high 60s in continues. I've probably only missed maybe 5 or 6 total, and I have not come anywhere close to actually losing a fight, so we are totally good on that front. So that said, with the trainer beat, I'm going to very quickly step out after beating Lasco and go help my friend get all of her stuff in here. In fact, I'll even mute my microphone so you don't have to hear us barging in like chimpanzees. Alright. The war goes on. I did fight 73 while I was waiting. I did not get a perfect on them, but only because he had a Wobbuffet, and I couldn't do enough damage to kill it in one round. It had almost, like, 350 health. Like, it had a bunch of health. Because otherwise I just left it alone and just kept one-shotting everything else because I knew it couldn't do anything. So I just left it there. No, ma'am. He merely fainted. Yes, well, just leave him there. Alright, well, let's see. 2 things weak to fire. If I have estimated this right, this should take roughly an hour and a half-ish.
Hopefully. Depends on if they suddenly rubber bands to be more difficult.
God, let's hope not.
As we all know, computer.
We tend to like games with AI rubber bands, like Mario Kart, Mario Party, Pokemon, F-Zero. Sure. I've still got like a million of the little chests that I haven't eaten all the Hershey's Kisses out of. Because even I can only eat so many.
You can go in and melt them and make a ganache? Ganache? Is that how you say it?
Ganache. Yeah, it's Ganache. It's one of those weird exceptions in the English language. What a surprise.
Well, it's not English, isn't it?
Well, when you say it in English,
Oh,
it is different in French, yes. But French is also weird, so.
French is also the worst.
I would put those in my, like, for the big languages, like the big world languages, those are the worst 2 to learn, are French and English, for sure. Not even close.
Chinese is also the worst.
Chinese is pretty bad, yeah. I'll stick with German and Spanish any day. They're really similar. If you know Spanish pretty well, whenever you start doing, like, all the verb conjugation in German, you're like, oh, this is almost identical to Spanish.
Well, like Italian is like just right there next to Spanish. Portuguese, right next to it.
There's a really funny joke in Code Lyoko where Jeremy does a test in Italian, and he was like, yeah, I couldn't string 2 words together. And Odd says in Italian, that means you're really lame in Italian, Jeremy. But if you go and watch it in Italian, he's taking an English exam, and he's like, I couldn't string 2 words together. And then Odd in English says, so you really suck at English, huh? And he's like, see, I didn't even get that.
Here you go.
Oh, leftovers, you say. Wouldn't it be a shame if I hit you again?
Man.
Yeah, if he hadn't had those leftovers, I would have killed him.
If you're hurt by a rap, don't listen to it.
Also, the text in game implies that, implies that rap is them literally, like, wrapping around their opponent. So how could they both be wrapped at the same time?
That's also a turtle. How can a turtle wrap anything?
Probably not. Unless its legs can, like, extend out to Gumby levels of length.
That's disgusting.
Because the inside of it looks more noodly than a turtle does. Turtles got small, stumpy legs by comparison. Those look more like floppy little noodles.
Turtles have decently long legs.
You don't see much. Well, yeah, you don't see much in the end.
It's mostly the shell.
Yeah. Oh no, there will be no next time. I'm not doing this again.
Absolutely not.
Also, if the power cuts out or we get a disc error, we're doing something else for the night. I might work my way back up to that, but we're not doing it on stream again.
We can also cry. We'll turn off. We'll do a quick commercial break while we both cry. For all the time we wasted.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Lots of psychics. 3 psychics. 2 fires, 1 electric. Much hiccups.
It'd be a shame if you had somebody that had surf.
Yeah, wouldn't it just? Who was also immune to electricity.
Yeah. Jason, you want more apple juice? She was acting like she was just starving then, so I got her food, and now she's not eating it.
Yeah, that sounds like my dad. So while we're gone, I'll probably use their kitchen to make a cake.
Where's it going?
I don't know.
Didn't I just leave?
They did. I think my dad's testing the waters to find a place to kill my mom personally, but, you know.
Meanwhile,
Oh, these are both-
like, as long as you give me enough Valium at a time.
Yeah, really. My mom's like, I'd like to do that on my own terms, thank you.
You don't have to kill me, just wait. Be patient.
Really? Well, he's not good at that, you know. Ow.
So, adult world things that I found out about.
Uh-oh.
Today. Like, well, and I vaguely know the concept, but like, so I discovered that there's this thing that is particularly popular in Oregon. It is called a percent share of a house. And you will pay anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000 to buy a house that you get for 5 weeks out of the year.
Huh.
It's like a timeshare, sort of.
Like a more consistent rental as well?
Well, like you're not renting it because you own it, but you just.
But you don't own it all the
like-
time. So that's kind of
Yeah.
what renting is in a way, though. It's like you're there and like you have all the like amenities to yourself for a while.
But for only 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So like a really, really short-term rental. Or a really long-stay hotel. But it's also for like $30,000 to $60,000. Not like I know about timeshares. I just always thought that they were like down south, like near the ocean. I don't know.
I feel like they'd just be more popular there because of the location. So.
Cause yeah, I just thought it was like timeshares were like a snowbird thing where they have a house down south where it's warm and they can, for like a month each winter, they get to go down and be there.
When you put it that way, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
It's cold, I'm out. Where are you going? Don't care. Just not here.
Farther south.
I will travel to the equator. If I need to go to Panama to get warm, I will do it.
Just make sure to bring her off. That reminds me. I think I'm gonna give it like 2 days before. I mean, provided that it doesn't continually rain for the next 2 days. Before I call the health department about the pool at my apartment.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotta be disgusting now.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was gross before. Because they hadn't treated or cleaned it in a year. So it was gross before, and now it's been filled with mud and rain and
Delicious.
all kinds of dirt.
We basically have a cross-section of a swamp.
And if it gets hot in the next couple of days, you know what's going to show up in the pool?
Yep.
Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are going to start laying eggs, and then we are going to be
big time. I can't wait for the West Nile virus to re-rear its ugly head.
or Zika or whatever.
Whichever it is
They never
now.
addressed it, like, well, because the West Nile virus is still a thing. But like, Zika was such a big deal in like 2014 and 2015, and then it just like we just stopped talking about it or doing anything about it.
Yeah. To be fair, that's usually how the media works, is they want to get a reaction out of you, and if there's other things going on that are like where all the reaction is focused, they're like, oh, we're not getting anything out of this, let's just go focus on something else. I don't expect for Quagsire to survive this overall, but we're gonna try.
You like Twilight? You say Twilight? Twilight? Rainbow Dash?
Ampharos.
Fluttershy? You have a picture for on the wall. Do you recognize it?
We'll try that. Makes me wish I had Eruption, but tragically that was not a thing at this point. There's a fire type move that's got like crazy high power and it hits both of your opponents. It depends on how much health you have. So if you're at full health, like I've used it in Battle Revolution when I was at full health, and more often than not it kills both of the opponents in one hit. It's really good.
Yes?
What a waste of a perfectly good Lumberry. Those are hard to come by.
You brought me down, so I guess you're not Rick Astley.
No. She was taken down by Tickle. She's Tickle Me Zelmo. Preferably while being set on fire. If you've not seen that video, it's amazing.
Where they set the Tickle Me Elmo on there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I usually don't like videos where like perfectly good toys and stuff are set on fire. When they're really creepy toys, however, I'm totally okay with it.
They deserve it.
Then it's like you're doing the world a favor. No matter how you feel about the death penalty, some people just need to not exist, and the same exists for toys. That's why the Chucky movies are so popular.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of water types in here. In fact, all of these are water types except for one of them.
You want a hand?
Here, might as well at least attempt to try a team. I put in my fourth as my fire type, and I'm like, I just said they're all water types. Probably shouldn't do that.
Since you're not going to use this.
That would be a good way to make her want it then. I had a feeling I might be seeing that Electrode. Okay. Interesting decision.
Sounds good.
Power up my water type moves, make sure Thunder's gonna hit. Oh, that's gonna suck. I need to hope I go first. I don't think you've seen No, you have seen Electros in Gen 3. You know what they're famous for doing. Yeah, blowing the hell up. Oh, he didn't do it. Cool.
Oh, wow.
I don't think all the light screens in the world are gonna save you from dying with 12 health.
Nope.
Might save that Wailord. Definitely not going to save that Electrode.
Absolutely.
Whenever I go out... Wailord used Water Spout. Bye, Electrode. That would be a really dickish thing to do now that I think about it, is get, like, the team on floor 100 to be all about using Explosion and Self-Destruct. Because for those not in the know, the way that Explosion slash Self-Destruct works is if you use it and it wipes out every Pokemon that's left on both teams, and the AI uses it, they win. If you do the exact same thing, they still win! Because that's balanced. In fact, there's literally a rule while I was like messing with Battle Revolution to see how 2-player works. There's literally in the bonus rules, and there's only like 4 of them. One of them is like, if an opponent uses... Yes, that is a Twilight. If opponent uses Explosion and kills everybody, you can decide whether they win or lose. And so I changed it to lose. Because, like, doing a kamikaze suicide to me... to try to win. Like, that's just literally a desperate attempt at that point. Like, you're just going for broke and knowing that it's probably not going to work.
Yes, the, long-lived question, is a pure victory actually a victory?
No. Especially not for the people that died, absolutely not. If you're thinking long-term, it usually depends on... can they actually rebuild, or are we looking at a we fell to the ground where Carthage was situation? Because if it's something like that and they still win, then that's absolutely not a real victory. Like, they're never coming back from that. Let's see here.
Yeah?
Probably not gonna need it, but...
You got your hands and feet on?
It's still not as bad as the people that were walking by earlier. Apparently the people in my complex have the heaviest fucking footsteps I've ever heard. It's like when I used to impersonate how my dad walked and I had to stretch before I did so. Mom's like, why are you stretching? Because I would literally have to hold my leg and like slam it down. And she was like, yeah, that's actually pretty accurate.
I smell the blood of an Englishman.
I'm pretty sure he's not mostly English. I think they breed those kind in a lab somewhere.
Potentially from Mars.
If you're talking about specifically the Mars of, like, war-based Mars, then yes, absolutely.
Yes? Well, with this commentary, what are we even here for?
Yeah, really.
Just do a video soundtrack that's just Mason talking for 3 hours.
Somebody has to press the button, I suppose. I love how that Glalie is just such a non-threat that I've just left it on the field.
Yeah.
Like, normally it's like, oh, it's Wobbuffet, it can't do anything, and I'm like, oh, it's Glalie, it won't be able to do anything. Its stats are too low.
Well, since she won't be used, do you want some chicken nuggets?
Sure.
Is that favorite word or something?
Yeah. Oddly enough, work went by, like, really fast. Went by really fast yesterday, I don't know why. Like, Brandon, Caitlin, and I played Overwatch, but it was only, like, for, like, 45 minutes.
I brought this to work today. We finished everything we had to do. Like, first day of work.
Did they care at all?
I didn't really call much attention to it, if you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah.
You know, more like, don't ask permission.
Ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies, yeah.
Yeah, like...
It's a good policy to go by. I'd like to point out it took 4 crunches, which are super effective, and the strongest dark type... Mason. And Crunch is the strongest dark type move at all at this point in the series, and it took 4 hits to kill Espeon.
Oh my god.
That's just sad.
Yeah. I told Bree about it though, and she thought it was pretty good for me. She was like,
Thunk.
but yeah, she was literally watching Netflix, so
Oh yeah, so you're probably fine.
I'm 100% fine.
I wasn't there when it happened, but I remember one time whenever we had Mike for a boss at Health Science Center, Brandon, Serene, and Spencer, they brought, I guess at the time it would have been, I think it was the Wii U, and they hooked it up to the TV and they were playing Mario Kart. Because they, Mike scheduled things wrong, and so they had like hour-long breaks throughout the entire day with nothing to do. And he was totally fine with them playing that, and the next day instead they brought a board game, i.e. something like much more quiet, and then he got onto their case for them bringing a board game.
What?
And it's like, okay, if you're gonna have a problem with one of these things and not the other...
Choose one.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, when it came to social skills, Mike never struck me as somebody who was too particularly high on that list.
Yeah.
And coming from me, that says a lot. Have you tried 64 or Sunshine at all, or have you just been doing Galaxy?
Yeah, I've just been doing Galaxy. I've been very much enjoying it so far. I was telling Derek last night, I love the way that it controls on this versus, because I always felt like the controls were fighting me on the other one. And
We should have you play Sunshine on the GameCube, just like for a couple minutes, just to see. Because my god, does it feel like that amped up to like the power of 100.
so I understand.
Kids today will never understand.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. It's like it really is so fantastic, and I think the graphics were already pretty great. Like, you know, I don't really have any complaints about the graphics, but I feel like they're really good quality too with the actual whatchamacallit?
The screen size?
Well, yeah, like with the screen itself, I feel like the graphics are really cool considering.
I went back and watched that the other day. Just that clip, not the full movie. Let me guess, critical hit. When you can call critical hits. He didn't raise his crit accuracy or anything. I was just like, no, this should be a crit. This will stop me from doing something that I want to do.
And that's always the best kind of thing, right?
Yep.
Oh no. Stage.
I think that's the first time we've seen an Alakazam for all the times we've seen Kadabra.
Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Better hope she's careful with that cable. That's a $1,600 piece of equipment.
Yeah.
It's time to kill Heracross before this thing actually starts inflicting some serious damage on me. I did leave that N64 controller for her, by the way, that's next to you on your left.
Mason. Mason. That's for you. Yes, it's a button.
That part of the song always sounded like Plants vs. Zombies to me. I wonder if they ever finished making the second game.
Who knows? Look away.
It transferred over to a mobile app, so in theory it could go forever. Oh, this stage, yeah. If you're fast enough, you can actually kill the boss with a star on this one, but you have to be, like, lightning fast.
Yeah, I missed it.
Even I usually don't get it. I think that's the closest somebody's come to actually almost beating me in one of these battles. Plus, it's not exactly like that boss fight's too terribly hard. I don't even think it qualifies as a boss fight, technically, because usually boss fights, at least in Mario, have to be 3 hits.
Oh no, that was too early. Too late. Rats. Okay.
Yeah, the homing stomp works wonders on that guy. Or girl, I don't know. It's carrying the baby on its back, but honestly, depending on the species, that could be both, or either, or...
It's a bug.
Yeah.
You know? Generally
For all we know, the spouse that created that was likely eaten like a
Yeah.
spider, so...
Probably. Or crib.
Also, as much as I don't like how the pointer works as much in terms of grabbing star bits, it does seem to be less choppy. That might be saying more about the Wii sensor bar than the actual pointer,
Oh yeah.
but the point still stands.
Oh yeah.
Plus, now you'll be able to play Skyward Sword on that.
Yes. I'm so excited for that.
I do wonder what changes they're gonna make. I hope they just get like some key aspects figured out.
Graphics, controls.
I was thinking mostly making sure that Fi doesn't pop up every 8 seconds, but yeah, that too. There needs to be no... To me, like, the 3 biggest fixes is fix the controls, which feels like has already been done from what I've seen. Less Fi. And for the love of God, every time I reset the game and pick up, like, any sort of material thing, don't tell me what it is over and over again.
We're aware.
We had that problem in Twilight Princess, and it was a gigantic pain in the butt. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm okay with, like, developers making that mistake once, but if it's such a big mistake that nobody likes it, just don't do it again.
If it's totally established, this is a poor decision.
That's why I can give Mario Party 9 a tiny bit more credit than I can 10. Like, they tried doing the car and it didn't work, but it was their first time doing it. With Mario Party 10, they knew it wasn't going to work, and they did it anyway.
Yeah. You already know it's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Yeah. I still maintain if it had been like an extra mode thing, like just something that was like tucked away in the extras menu to play, like not based on the required stuff, just like a little extra mode to play like Card Party in 5, people would probably have loved it.
Oh, yeah.
But because it's the main mode, it's just absolutely terrible. It sucks.
the things that they really like to do,
Yeah.
instead of being kind of shoehorned into.
Like, oh, you want to unlock these characters? Guess what you're doing. Yeah, like, Card Party in 5 is my favorite mode in, like, any options mode in any of the Mario Party games. If that had been done as the main gimmick for 5, it would have been absolutely horrible.
Oh yeah.
And that's saying a lot, because 5's already not very good.
It's got some issues.
They tried to make it more of, like, a board building experience, like, putting all the items on the ground and whatnot, rather than the board's already built, and so you just, like, have to get around the gimmicks. They kind of wanted you to create that yourself, and yeah, not the best idea. But at least, thankfully, in the case of that, they tried it once, realized it didn't work, and then went back to 6 of how it should have been, where you buy the items. 3 grass, 2 ghost, 1 water. Much baby.
Baby says she has a bath towel. I nearly got you another set of those little hand towel things, but
Oh yeah.
I still didn't know what you were doing. What are you doing?
Probably going through the trash is what it sounds
Here. No, that would be too easy. She's taking the stuff off the counter, which is taller than she does. Look, man, you don't have food. You don't get to eat the sauce if you don't have the food.
Oh, I thought I got it in 1 hit. Oh well. Well, there goes Typhlosion. Oh, he actually survived it!
Rip.
He got hit, like, full force with a Hydro Pump and actually survived it with the type weakness. Holy crap. Nice.
It's taking slightly more difficult, would you say?
Only a little. I feel like they're not dying in 1 hit like they used to, which is unfortunate.
So they're getting slightly more difficult, which only took, what, 75?
No, this is floor 81.
80? Oh my god.
So, you know, like 4/5 of the way through.
That was bound to happen eventually.
I think it's less difficult in, like, less the oh no, I'm going to die side, and like, oh no, it's going to be really hard to get a perfect side.
That makes sense. And this is a game to a certain extent.
Because children have, like, what at this point, 5 hours, 6 hours to burn doing this? Okay, well now I'm actually in trouble. Not sure if that's spam or not, but eh. Alright, now I'm pretty sure I'm good. Ew, gross. She got that on me.
Ew.
Right on the chin, too. Oh yeah, I remember this boss fight. The first time I played, that was one of the bosses that I had the most difficulty with, was that one. That one and Bouldergeist were like the 2 that I had the most difficulty with my first time playing. Nowadays, I don't think Bouldergeist is hard, but it is definitely the most time consuming. It is definitely the one that takes the most amount of time.
Dude.
End up with like 3/4 of that on the floor. Or on me.
Okay. Sounds like you're done with that juice. Good job.
Are you prepared? Well, this is floor 82. If I'm not prepared by this point, I think it's a little too late for me.
You may have my straw. I'll take my book back. What happened to Gravity there? Found it and slammed into the side of a tree.
Oh, it's probably because, like, basically the way the gravity works is because it knows that you can, like, grab onto the parts of the tree with the honey. It's, they kind of have their own gravitational pull.
Missed.
Bye, Pilot Swine.
No.
Nice. One shot. God, Miltank. Well, I was gonna recall Typhlosion. Now that Miltank's on the field, I might just have to hit it as hard as I can. I hit it with a super effect.
Mason, your inside voice, man. Mason.
That's alright with that.
There we go.
Alright, you got him.
Took me a couple passes, but I
Got-
eventually got it.
Got there in the end.
Mason.
I'm very glad I have a heavy TV right now.
Mason. What are you doing? Come here. Mason. Don't lick the TV. I have a Twilight for you, Mason. Oh, well, look at that. Now you're upside down.
That's unfortunate.
Now you're upside down. Hurt yourself.
I was about to say, soon everybody's gonna be upside down at that rate. You're gonna accidentally do that cheerleading thing where they like grab each other and they're able to like twist where one's upside down and one's right side up the entire time, just doing it back and forth
Oh,
eternally.
yeah. Terrifying. Hey, come here. Let's get Can you differ? Mason.
What screen must lick? Let's see here. I will check what that was for you, if it was anything important. No, an app notification.
Like if it's a text, it beeps twice, so...
Well, my mom's is the other way around, so... The only time it differs is if she gets one from Randall where it does, like, the alarm sound. That, like, noise. It does that for his and for, I'm blanking on her name, Caden's mom.
Yeah.
They all start with K, every last one of them, so it's hard to keep track. What the heck?
What?
I just attacked a Pokemon with moves that were 100% accurate and missed with both of them. Mason. You're turning into Bagel. That was really weird. I don't know how both of those attacks missed. That was very bizarre.
Play that slide puzzle game quick figure.
I don't think it's going to matter. She was already pulling that one back.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's full of mostly electronics.
Mason, come here. I got you. Got you. Yeah. See the screen?
Careful, she might lick it.
Yeah.
Which would get in the way for you a lot more than it would me.
Oh, yeah.
Because your screen's a lot smaller.
Yeah, I've been having to play around work, obviously, and I've already finished the Honeycomb Galaxy. Or at
Nice.
least the first portion of it.
Yeah, and I have to come back for the comments later. They don't appear in... When do they appear? Like, a little way through the second dome, I think? Right at the beginning of the second dome? Somewhere in there. Not too terribly far, though. Let's see.
Yes.
See, look, they almost had a normal name for the trainer, and then they just added a letter in there for no reason. It
Yeah.
was almost Olivia, but no. Burn the buggo. Why are your hands so cold?
That's genetics.
Oh. It reminds me of the Dan versus episode, Dan versus the gym, where they drag him along to the gym because Dan said he's been feeling fat. which was said in confidence, and he wasn't actually planning on doing anything about it, mind you. But they have like a personal trainer there, and Dan's just mocking him the whole time. And at one point, he's like, the trainer decides that he's going to give him a couple days free to train him personally, just to see if he can actually, like, quote unquote, do the impossible. And so at one point, he starts like checking out his muscles. So he's doing that. He's like, "Hey, quit it! And why are your hands so cold?" As you find out later in the episode, it turns out because he's a robot hellbent on taking over the world. That's why his hands were cold.
Of course.
Bye, Haircross. I was not about to let you survive. Because I think at this point in the series, despite the fact it's a bug, it had either the second or third highest attack stat in the game.
Inside voice.
Oh, lovely. Confuse Ray. Hurt itself in the confusion.
What I find.
Depends on what you mean by misusing. Because if you mean misusing as in, like, they're not accomplishing their goals with it, then no, they're technically using it correctly.
Yeah. It is, in fact, functional.
They're technically doing parkour as long as point A is delusion and point B is the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be an annoying team to deal with. Well, I'm going to have to set fire to most of that.
That's exactly what I am. Oh, okay. That's not what I
Well, she's somewhere out there. Which reminds me, I should probably close the door to my room just in case.
Probably, yeah. What do you have there?
Oh. It looks like a popsicle stick.
It is a popsicle stick. That is
Impressive,
concerning
because
me.
I wish you must have grabbed that from the trash can, because there's nowhere else it would have been. It's not going to be that hard because that door can literally just be pushed open.
Oh, we have to.
It's more of a formality door than anything.
Yeah.
Kind of like my bathroom door after my dad broke it, where you could just push it open if you really wanted to.
General guideline door.
Which actually worked out to be hilarious in the long run because of all the times that he used it whenever I was trying to get ready for school, so I would just walk by and just push it open. Maybe that's why we haven't been running out of toilet paper as quickly, because he uses that to blow his nose. He goes into the bathroom to blow his nose with toilet paper, but there's literally multiple Kleenex boxes on top of the toilet tank, and he doesn't use them.
Need that I guess. Do they even make two-ply tissue paper?
They do. We have one ply at work. Like, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because it's stuff that gets donated, so
And people donate that crap?
they're not going to use it themselves.
Ugh. I don't know where to sell that. I meant like Kleenexes. Except
Oh no, I was referring to toilet paper.
Yeah, I figured. But I didn't know if they made like.
I think they still do, but nobody ever buys it, obviously.
Well, I didn't know if they made like
They do make two-ply Kleenexes, and you can pull them apart pretty easily, but they do.
Ow. What you got?
A wrapper from the trash can, I think.
It was some kind of small candy looking thing.
Oh yeah.
With probably a Japanese character.
Yeah, it is. It's the thing that I saved from the set of Japanese candy my mom got me for Christmas.
Ah.
Those are based on actually the star bits from that game, or vice versa rather. The star bits are based on those. They're just like raw sugar. Yeah, I had a feeling you'd be. Yeah, well, yeah, it's not a 2D game, tragically. Most Mario games, you can jump on them. That's the unfortunate thing about switching from 2D Marios to 3D Marios, is sometimes just mechanics like that can mess you up because you're so used to one thing that actually does normally work and it doesn't. Pseudo-legendary my ass. Lord. Yeah, no, that's been in my ear.
All your baby crimes.
Your baby crimes of trying to eat a TV screen.
Yeah. For licking things you should not lick. As she licks
that's how you got in trouble in the first place. You tried to lick that thing of that had alcohol in it.
Yes, exactly. She goes to jail for her baby crimes of dawdling while intoxicated.
Like most villains will be saying, we're doing it for your own good so you don't hurt yourself.
Pretty much. Jumped over that once before.
I usually backflip and spin to get over it. If you backflip and spin, and then immediately backflip and spin again, you don't even have to get the bullet bill to hit the fence part of it. It'll just go up and over the fence. I'd like to point out that despite the fact we're almost on floor 90, that the AI accidentally just killed his ally with Earthquake.
Perfect. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Again, I would like to emphasize that the race skip cutscene option.
Yeah, these aren't even that bad time-wise compared to other games. Other games, they have gigantic ones. I'm pretty sure from experience you can, but I'm not 100% sure. I kind of just got used to dealing with them, so that might be.
Yeah, no.
be fair, I used to have a friend that had a cousin who was really young, but if you wanted them to play quietly, you'd give them a pair of socks. You could do that and he'd play quietly for an hour. I don't know. Any pair of socks, didn't matter. I mean, his other favorite thing to do is bang pots and pans together, so by comparison, absolutely take the socks. I will drive you down to the nearest store that sells them, like, whatever needs to happen. I'd just like for you to take a look at the statement of this trainer, the opening statement, when you get the chance. I'll just leave this on screen. Beep, beep.
Tough woman will be the next big thing.
You heard it here first.
Right? Melon sent me an emoji of an exasperated face. I told him about drunk baby.
Ah.
So,
let's see here.
oh no.
Oh, yes.
I didn't make it over to this thing again.
I don't know how, but you managed to trap yourself.
Well,
I mean, you got yourself in there. There's got to be some way to get yourself out.
yeah.
I could help, but I kind of want to see what happens.
We'll figure out it. Probably. Okay. First of all.
Yeah.
I almost got the clay doll in my
There we
head. Get out of here, Crobat. No one likes you.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, when I did it the proper way and did the right skip steps, I did it right the first time.
Yeah, that's the downside of like I've played it a million times to make it look like really impressive, but for every one time I've done it right, I've done it about a million times wrong, and
Yeah.
and whenever you try to do something impressive and screw it up, it looks 80 times worse than just screwing it up normally.
Oh, yeah. Come here. Hang on. Don't push that. You do that.
You just lift it up, like you literally lift it up and it stays in place, and then you pull it down. It's really weird, but it will totally stay in place.
Okay, I want one of these. Look at also nice, lovely, not disgusting.
And all the construction that they've been doing.
What are they doing?
I'm not sure. And then-
Well, I mean,
they
they're
didn't
not
even send
doing
out.
anything today.
I mean, they didn't even send anything out about a note. They just started like tearing stuff up. It was when they started getting new management, so clearly they had some idea for it. But I don't know what they're planning on doing. Right now, it's a place full of mud, mostly.
Yeah. Right now it's one.
Maybe they're planning on adding sidewalks through it. That'd be kind of cool. Make it a little bit more accessible to be able to, like, you know, walk around. Seems like Lubbock, after about 50 years of not realizing that there weren't any sidewalks, finally decided to start adding sidewalks for some stuff. Focus all firepower on the Ludicolo. Hit his sombrero will be used in another life. Oh yeah.
So I think that was one of the ones that you had to help me on.
Yeah, it was Rocky Road. In your defense, for all like the bonus galaxies that you have to feed the Hungry Lumas stuff, I think that's the hardest one, and it's the first one.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
For my money's worth, it is the hardest one.
Do you want to come sit down or do you want to be on the floor? You want to take my Switch? You want to take my Switch? You want to take my Switch?
I kind of wish it was still raining out there so we could watch the rain.
That'd be awesome. Oh no. And it killed me. Well. That lasted 15 seconds.
I don't think you ever watched the 4-player Battletoads race that Proton John did, but there's one part where somebody gets an achievement for narrating their own death, and he's like, and then it jumped around the corner and he killed me! It also has my favorite line from any YouTube video ever, which is whenever he's going through an area that's like a water maze area. He says something, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, you hear in like the highest pitched voice, "Oh my god, there's rubber duckies at the top!" Because the rubber duckies are like one of the strongest, most durable enemies in the game, and they can kill you in one hit.
Okay.
And I already know what you're thinking.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I made it across the first thing this time.
How do you usually combat/navigate this? Do you walk it? Do you jump it? Like.
I've never successfully done this.
Oh. I long jump through it personally. I feel like long jumping is the easiest way to do it.
Mason, don't scream.
It's just like long jump and then hold forward or backwards if you need to like not go as far, and then spin to correct if you're about to fall in a hole. That's usually what I do.
Mason, we're inside. Mason, inside boys.
Blech.
Oh my god.
Nice. One more section to go. 2 more sections to go. My
Oh
mistake.
my god.
Forgot about that.
Oh my god.
Forgot about the Rocky Road section.
No.
Of course, Espeon got outsped by Hariyama, the big fat fighting type. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Are you leaning against the bookcase dramatically because you are more tragedy becoming a child?
We'll have to get a fainting couch in here. I mean, we do have that second one that's hanging out in the little thing.
Because they knew. Chick-fil-A knew.
They did know.
I don't know how they knew.
That's how you know they really care. Is they predict what you need ahead of what you actually need. They only hear your voice over that intercom and they still know. That just goes to show the care. fine.
It is what we have to eat.
I mean, I still have her food over here if you want a bag.
Will you actually eat it, Mason?
I thought you were talking to me for a minute. I'm like, yeah, that's
Oh, no,
why I said sure, I'll
100%.
take it.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, let's see here. A couple water types.
Chew it. I'm not giving you another one until you're done chewing. You've already choked once. A mouthful of Nilla wafers.
I was gonna say, between like the choking, the drinking hand sanitizer, it's just gonna be a very unsafe day for you today.
Yeah. Hang on. Not gonna let your mouth go yet.
And she's sitting there like, you don't know that.
She's all puffed
Yeah.
out like a chipmunk.
Did you ever watch that episode of The Office where they have to like, well they don't have to, but they have like a complaint box? And one of them was like, somebody was like, I can't get over to the doctor's office to deal with my anal fissures, and then Dwight's like, what the heck? And Kevin's like, that's a real thing. And Dwight's like, yeah, but nobody here has it. And he just goes, you don't know that. Also, we got to see the long-awaited butt wiggle by Absol, so that's good.
Hell yeah. Dude, you can't even close your mouth because the chicken nugget is too big for your mouth. I'm not letting you put another thing in your mouth.
She's gonna be a master of Chubby Bunny by the time she's 3.
No, not worth it. Have one.
Take them all! Take them all!
We'll still be
Down
here
in one!
whenever you
Down
finish
in one!
your bite.
Or,
See, you
or vomit
choked.
it back up, yeah. Whichever happens first.
The good news is that her choking reflex is really strong, and so she's able to cough everything out pretty quickly.
That's good.
But, like, also, it sounds so gross. It's like, God, really? At what cost?
It's food and a rattle all in one.
Yeah. And a master of human psychology and distraction rattles food in the box.
It'd probably work on more people than you think.
Yeah. I mean, it works on cats.
And anybody hungry enough, really.
Yeah.
A bobby pin. It worked on my sister's diaries. You're pathetic.
It jumped right into the giant eggs.
The giant what?
The giant eggs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're still on that stage. I was thinking of a different stage, and I'm like, wait, what? I don't follow.
Yeah, no, I'm still on this. I'll be on this for a bit.
Can you clear it before I clear the final floors?
The answer is probably no. 'Cause I keep getting distracted.
Well, with how long it takes to get through these, you might actually. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, look, it's that guy's, well, I guess triplet now. So that takes care of that. Targets those two. one.
There's still more.
That's the last section, though. If you can get through that, then you got the star, provided you don't accidentally kill yourself after you finish it.
Or on my way.
Yeah, or on your way.
That's not good.
Oh, crap. Typhlosion just aimed the biggest cannonball dodged the biggest cannonball aimed right at his head. Both of them attacked with thunder and both of them missed, and if either one of those had hit, he would have died. Also, Regice kind of looks awesome with this 3D model. It's a shame I'm going to have to set it on fire. Yeah. If you think that's a bad habit to remember, you should try playing 3D World after you're used to spinning, where instead of doing that motion, instead of spinning keep you in the air longer, it's a ground pound, which sends you straight down.
Oh no.
Yeah. I got myself screwed over multiple times while doing that, because I was so used to spinning from Galaxy. Stop restoring your health with your items, you cucks. Yep. One of them used the citrus berry to get its health back, the other one used some leftovers to get its health back.
Shit. You're eating that ice awful fast, dude.
Yeah, they can. Guess I'll die. I love that there's so many variants of that one. There's like the Titanic version where Rose is like intentionally on the artwork, completely taking up like the entire door, and then it's got Jack going, "Guess I'll drown." Alright, 10 more floors. We're almost done. I like how Floor 91 said, let me entertain you. I'm on Floor 91. I've had enough entertainment to last 3 lifetimes with this.
Right? I'm no longer entertained. In fact, I'm quite sick of this.
We passed that point about 45 minutes before this.
Oh no! What? It's not moving! Really? Two-handing ice that you're eating. I know that Chick-fil-A ice is good, but man, dude.
I think she just wants to get her hands in there.
You're holding yourself.
Well, maybe not that. Her hands have been in ice. Getting a hold of herself would be awfully cold.
Yeah.
Cold, icy hands on bare skin is never fun.
I agree.
Just don't trust that I'm not going to get screwed over by his water types. I feel like he's going to throw them both out right out of the gate.
No!
Well, he did throw one of them out.
Okay. Thank you. We're done with that now.
We're done when I say we're done. What?
They put so many napkins in.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Well, there's even more too in her.
Oh, and her kids meal thing? Yeah, I didn't even check that one.
Mason, you got a toy.
But I guess to be fair, whenever you give somebody 6 sauces, you probably should give them a lot of napkins.
Yeah, probably.
Ah, what a jackass. Had a perfect strategy planned out, and now I gotta do something else with it. If I'd known that was gonna happen, I would have changed that strategy up. But, oh well, too late now. They pulled the old Seto Kaiba move of ripping up the 4th blue eye so that it could never be used against them. Crap. Great. Broken ass earthquake strikes again. You do realize that means you've left your Switch unguarded where she can reach it, right?
She would get more distracted by that.
True.
There you go.
Excellent. My secret technique has worked perfectly. It's called Operation Don't Let Flygon Do Anything. And then Flamethrower missed despite having 100% accuracy somehow. Maybe that's how they intended to make it harder. Maybe they were just like, we're going to lower the accuracy of all your moves so you're more likely to miss. Junta, Starters, Umbreon, Espeon, and Pedo Bear.
Scream Mason.
Well, at least you seem to be doing pretty good on lives, though. I said you seem to be doing pretty good on lives, though. You're in double digits. I couldn't see the number, but it was double digits for sure.
I think 13.
Yeah, it's still pretty good, though.
I mean, it's probably just because I have this one up that's like right there in the middle of the road that I keep getting.
Yeah, that's true. As long as you can get there, you're at least breaking even. Oh yeah, I always forget in Galaxy 1 that every 50 star bits gives you a 1-up. They took that feature out in the second game.
It's 11.
Mason, why do you like playing with my computer? It's an expensive computer.
Inside voice.
I don't need to be a psychologist to know what you're thinking, Mason.
Press the big red buttons.
Since she pulled up an app earlier that I didn't even know existed on this laptop, yes. Crap. Fucking earthquake. I chose so poorly for this fight. If I'd known it knew earthquake, I'd sent out my 14 members and all of them except for one are weak to ground. There goes Quilfish. Nope, actually survived. Good. There. No more earthquakes. We're done with those.
Oh.
Of course. More earthquakes. Awesome. Well, I think we've officially finally hit one that I'm going to lose.
Use one of your precious
The worst part is based on how the status effects goes, even though Even though I'm down 3-1, yeah, I still won, actually. I was down 3-1 and beat him. Because I put his Feraligatr to sleep right before I died, and his Ursaring took out most of his Feraligator's HP by using Earthquake over and over.
Oh my gosh.
Mason, you're getting tangled up in wires. Oh, you just wanted to go lick the other side of the screen so it could match? That makes sense.
Of course.
You weirdo.
Also, you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I somehow won that. That's definitely the closest I've come to losing, and it was battle 92 of 100.
And it's really not even so much of a, this was a difficult battle, it's just that he had one particular move that you didn't anticipate, and
Yeah.
you had a type advantage.
No, I didn't even have the type advantage, just the move. That was all it was.
Well, then, didn't the move have the type advantage?
The move had the type advantage. His Pokemon themselves, though, did not.
Which was why you didn't anticipate.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Much better.
What you got there?
That sounded like a solid headfirst dive into some trash. Yeah, to get to that candy, she probably had to get through the trash, because I know where that was sitting.
I cannot hit this because you will choke. Or break your teeth.
Or both. Also, there's Latios, by the way. In case you thought I was joking about that the other day. It does exist. Luster Purge. I don't know what that is. Probably some move to kill me in one hit. Nope, never mind.
I said it over the switch on the thing. You want a rubber duck?
Provided you tell me the exact function of it, yes. Makes sense. There's somebody that does a lot of like funny headcanon theories for Harry Potter, and one of them is Hermione making her kid go to school, like Muggle school, before they go to Hogwarts because she was Muggle-born,
Yes.
and having them do stuff like the science fair, and then having Arthur Weasley go and like look at all the stuff in the science fair and just completely geeking out over it.
I love that. Oh my god, I was literally almost
I've let that Glalie live long enough. Or my flamethrower could miss again.
Which is a 100% accuracy.
He used double team once, meaning instead of 100% accurate, it was 90% accurate, and it still missed. Because if there's one thing we know from any games that have accuracy, if it's not 100%, it's 50% or less. Does not matter what the number tells you. The worst part is, I know it's weak as crap. All it yeah, I was gonna say, all it has to do is hit once and he's gone. Yep, sure enough. That's what happens when you try to use a jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh my
Wow, for a subtile, that thing was pretty frail. I hit it with a normal damaging move and it almost died in one hit. I knocked it down from 173 health to 13. You battled good, you. I don't know why I'm giving him Oak's voice now.
Oh my god.
Hey, you did it! Nice.
And before you beat your thing too, I'm proud of
Yeah,
myself.
I still have 6 more fights to go.
There you go.
Latias is back.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, I think I'm done with this game for tonight.
I can't imagine why. Provided you're going in order, you'd have Space Junk Galaxy next. God, that looks really bad when it's not in night mode. I forgot how it looks.
Why don't we have a night mode?
It's in the settings somewhere. There's an option to have like a white, gray, or black for your background, I think, which black is essentially night mode.
There we go.
Better?
Much. Another great thing about this too is it fits perfectly in my purse.
It actually fits in my my inner jacket pocket. It fits perfectly.
Because men have stupidly large pockets.
It's not that ours are stupidly large. It's y'all's are too small. You can't carry anything in y'all's.
We really can't.
Like, we can fit, like, our wallet, our keys, our phone, all in the same pocket. And it's like, y'all can fit, like, maybe your phone, but it's gonna stick out halfway. Like, it's really stupid. It's bad enough that pink tax already exists, no matter what my dad says. It absolutely exists.
Think what?
Pink tax. Something costing more money because it's designed for a female and not a male. And no other reason.
For some reason, my brain was going TACKS, and
No.
I was like, yeah, of course there's pink tax. Like, why
Nope.
wouldn't there be?
TAX tax.
Tax, yes. I'm aware of that. You wanna go to the window? Is that a foot I see? Is that a foot? Do you have a foot? Do you have a foot? Look at your foot. Look at it.
Look at it!
It's so funny whenever, because babies are like so flexible that you can just be like, look
Yeah.
at your foot and just.
Like, yeah, if you did that to a normal person, it would probably, like, dislocate something or strain something or...
Yeah. But now these babies, it's just like, okay, just put my foot all the way in my face.
Yep. Oh, it's empty, I'm pretty sure. It might have, like, plastic and junk in it, but there's nothing of value in it.
For some reason, I thought it was a medicine bottle box with like a medicine bottle.
Oh,
inside
yeah.
of it.
No, I kept those so I knew what they were called when I reordered a set of them.
Makes sense.
That sounds like a challenge to me. Yep, sure enough. How dare.
It must be on the floor.
Threw it on the ground.
You want to keep
No. I have no use for them. By all means, throw them away. By the way, we're approaching the 2-hour mark on doing this. For today, mind you.
Yeah, I was.
If we're going with overall, this would be the 6-hour mark.
An hour and a half was nice and optimistic, but here we are.
Well, it's because the fight started taking longer, that's why. I wouldn't even say they're more difficult, it's just stuff seems to be a little bit more durable than it was before.
Well, and they have more healing items, stuff like that.
I think it's also the evolution part of it too, because there's nothing now that's not fully evolved. Beforehand, it was all stuff like, oh yeah, this has like under 100 HP despite being level 68.
Level, air quote, 68.
Oh no, that's about what they turn out like at 68 if you didn't evolve them. It's just like, the only reason you wouldn't evolve a Pokemon, well, the only two reasons, is if A, you like how it looked, which is great, but for a battle, probably not ideal. And secondly is, some Pokemon only learn moves in like a certain version, like, Typhlosion doesn't learn Flamethrower until, like, learn it naturally till, like, level 60, but if you keep it as a Cyndaquil, it learns it at, like, level 40. But you're missing out on all those stats from having a leveled up Cyndaquil, so it's probably just worth waiting for Flamethrower, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm calling it now. That Rhydon's gonna have Lightning Rod because he's got two Pokemon that are 4x weak to Electricity and another one that's 2x weak to it. So he will absolutely be doing that.
What are you doing, man?
I think that was my switch, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Yep, sure enough, there's the Rhydon.
You turning this over again? Oh my god, your hands are so cold.
They weren't ice, though.
Well,
If that was her...
also, like, that is Thailand just on a regular basis. Just soul leaving my body cold hands.
Ugh. Thanks, but no thanks. Ah, for fuck's
It's like
sake.
the TV trope of the cold feet in bed, except it's his hands.
Yeah. Which is weird, because usually for people, if they have cold hands, they're going to have cold feet. So if it's one of the two, it's usually cold feet, not hands, because it takes more energy to get blood to the feet than it does the hands.
I don't know, I mean, he might have cold feet too, I just don't usually try to touch his feet.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know, he might wear socks in bed, I don't know.
No. That's...
Some people do, and I think they're wicked uncomfortable whenever I'm trying to sleep.
Well, I legitimately cannot sleep. Like, it's not even an uncomfortable thing, because I'm comfortable in socks. It won't let me sleep. And Kylan's the same way, like, for whatever reason. We don't mind socks, for sure, but we just can't sleep.
Also, that giant behemoth Rhydon, it just outsped that Espeon.
Ew.
Gee, I wonder who that could be going for. Oh, what a surprise, a critical hit, too, that you didn't need. Who could have possibly seen that coming?
Shocking.
I'm probably gonna lose this one just because, like, everything is seemingly going his way. He's going first for no reason, getting criticals for no reason.
Yeah. Also, I did remove the hand sanitizer from my purse and my keychain, so...
Oh, you didn't want to repeat performance?
Yeah. So, just for the record.
I'll deal with that Gyarados later. Now that Rhydon's Umbreon's gone, I can actually use my Ampharos again. If I can get it out on the field and it can actually go first. Strategical attempt here. That I'll probably never get to use because Quagsire's almost dead.
It's a valiant attempt.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's broken. And the worst part is, the last Pokemon I have left is Electric, meaning it's also weak to ground, so if any other Earthquake attacks go off, I am absolutely screwed. Like that, for example. But the good news is it will hit Flygon, right? Nope, Flygon is flying in ground. And even if it did, it wouldn't matter. Oh no, sorry, it's Dragon and ground. It has Levitate, so ground attacks don't work anyway.
Oh, tell you how many continues you have?
I have no idea. 78.
78. Well.
The real question is, will he? If he throws out the exact same set, I'll know what to do. I don't think he's going to do that, though. I'm almost sure he's not going to do the exact same thing. The game is absolutely a cheating bastard. It's probably going to read what I do and then change accordingly.
Just because it looks like it chooses its Pokemon before you choose
Yeah.
yours.
Psychologists have a term for that, actually. It's called a lie.
Pretty much. Oh, are you talking to the phone?
I have a feeling we're just going to be seeing the exact same thing here, but I'm going to try anyway. Nope, he actually didn't do it that time. I thought he was going to use Protect, because that's what he did last time.
Shocking. Or not.
See, when the game doesn't cheat, it's a lot easier all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What could you possibly... Okay.
Sure, you do that.
If my electric type had been on the field, that might have made sense, but... Yeah, I was going to switch anyway, now you just gave me an excuse to do it. That does make me wonder if this has adaptive difficulty built into it.
Yeah.
It might.
It just takes a while to adapt.
Well, the way adaptive difficulty works in most games is basically, at least in this case, we're just going to assume it's on one scale, is that if you start doing really well, the game's going to get harder, but if you start, like, dying or getting, you know, like, close to dead, anything like that, then the game will get easier. So the fact that I just lost might make me think that the game is playing it a little bit nicer to me than it was before. It also could be because he changed up his team, but there's no real way of knowing without actually cracking the game's code. But like the Resident Evil games do that. So if you get a bunch of like critical headshots, if you're getting through a lot of stages without dying, it'll make the game harder. But if you start getting put in dying status, dying a lot, then it'll make the game easier. The only difference in that is there's multiple levels of difficulty. There's like easy, normal, hard when you select, and so it stays within certain parameters. So if it's built on a scale of say 1 to 10, easy would stay probably in the scale of 1 to 3, normal would stay around 4 to 7, hard would stay around 7 to 10. Something like that.
That makes sense. Let that go. Don't mess with that. Come here. Come here. Because door hangers.
I don't know what they're called. Door hangers, I guess.
Well, the worst part is I think those are ones that I gave you, so I should know what they're called. That other one's got my handwriting on it.
True. Oh, good. It finally stopped using Protect. He got down to one Pokemon and he just started spamming Protect over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went by a lot easier that time.
That's just a personal joke.
He probably said something like, I'm the greatest trainer of all time.
Probably
Mr.
not.
Battle 95 of 100. Yeah, the greatest.
You were the greatest.
I got my continue back. Fuck you.
It's a whole 78.
Hey, a Jirachi. Also, this is a team of entirely psychic types.
Does Jirachi have an evolution?
No. It's just as is. Jirachi doesn't either, but no, all legendaries don't. Unless you want to count ones where they can, like, ship to different types, but it's not really an evolution per se. I know Psychic is weak to Dark. Let's see what else it's weak to. Oh yeah, that's helpful, because I absolutely have one of those on my team. Okay, so Ghost. Bug was the other thing.
Yeah.
As if I'm using a bug type. I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Alright, so Espeon's got Shadow Ball, so I can do that. If anything, I probably want to go with physical attacks, because usually they're not good physically defensive-wise. They're usually good specially defensive-wise.
Mason, come here. Come here.
But Screen must lick.
Come here. You write your pacifier in upside down.
What, staying up till 8:30?
No, so I told you that I made a skirt with this yarn on Saturday, right?
Right.
And finished it on Sunday, and then yesterday I started on this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I woke up this morning, and I could turn my arm this far, and this is like twice the mobility that it had this morning.
Oh god.
Like,
Yeah.
I could not turn it to face me entirely, I couldn't turn it the other way entirely, I couldn't move my wrist certain ways.
That's probably not good.
And I was like, well, and like this right here is swollen. I'm like, well, I think that's a tendon.
Yep.
So not even like a muscle thing.
Yep, that's
Muscle
good.
thing I would know how to deal with. Don't stand up on that, dude. But yeah, so this is a thing that's happening, and yet I'm sitting here like.
Continuing anyway.
This is all I've been thinking about all day. I'm just doing this crocheting these shorts because they're gonna be so comfy. They're gonna be the best people shorts.
And all it will cost is mobility in one of your arms, if not both.
Yeah, I may get arthritis when I'm older, but like, you know, what's arthritis and not a little bit of spice to your old age?
Variety and all that.
Keeps things interesting.
I would feel bad, but it was literally at 1 health. It wasn't going to survive another turn anyway.
Nope.
I don't think anybody's surviving. I think all 3 of them are dead. Yeah!
Yeah, give him. Yeah. Oh, she still has one of her left. I thought she was just sitting out Espeon. I was like,
Yeah, no.
save us.
Could be poopy noises.
No, she pooped
Ow.
yesterday. Don't hit Derek.
That wasn't that. That was the residual from the box.
Oh. Don't hit things?
I mean, yes, generally a good rule. Alright, 1v1.
Mason. Come on, get off the box. I have your blanket. Your blanket is mine. Don't scream.
Nice. One-shotted.
Don't stand up on that box, dude. You're gonna wreck everyone's shit collectively. Okay, so that was the Switch controller that fell earlier. The Switch just fell down, but it's otherwise okay. Oosh. Oh.
You've been napped.
Yeah, did you hear about that kidnapping the other day?
Yeah, then the kid woke up.
Yeah.
That's in Majora's Mask. I've heard that one a million times.
Ah.
Oh crap, there's a Salamence in there. Oh, that's not good. Also, the legendary dogs are in here, but I'm not as worried about those.
Hey, so what are you doing? You're upside down. You're upside down. Why are you upside down? That's silly.
This might actually be a problem. I don't have very good counters to this team, collectively.
One way to potentially tell if the game is adapting to make it harder would be to see if these people have the same Pokemon every time. Mason, not.
They do. It's just, what will they send out is the real question.
Yeah.
Like, will they send out the same four? Because the guy I rematched didn't. He sent out a different set. But that's not to say that Pokemon can have different natures and as a result have stats more skewed to be helpful.
Stop tickling you?
I'm also definitely not doing like near the amount of damage necessary that I need to. Like, watch, for example. Remember how Surf was, like, one-shotting stuff that was super effective? Watch this.
Oh my god.
That was a super effective hit, and it did less than 50 damage. Well, Ampharos is probably toast. So I'm going to piss the game off by switching out, because I'm almost positive they're going to go after Ampharos. Sure enough. Oh no. I was afraid of that.
Rip.
I'm not near as worried about that Aggron.
I think Aggron's dead. Yeah.
Doesn't get out Aggron, at least have a chance. But dealing with that Salamence is gonna be like dealing with a one-man army. Or it could be a really bad Salamence, apparently, since it almost died in one hit.
Wow.
Let's say, my Salamence would have tanked that like it was nothing. It would have just gone right through it. It would have been like maybe 30 damage.
You're upside down. What are you doing upside down? That's silly.
Oh good, Flamethrower missed at 100% accuracy again.
Nice.
That's the 5th time that's happened now?
That's 100% what's supposed to happen.
Yep. There.
Done. Mason. I swear on my life. What is with you in that box? If I moved that box over here, would you continue to sit on that box?
You know the answer to that by now.
Absolutely not. Thank you for the confirmation.
Oh, for a minute I was like, what the hell's that one in the top left? That's Groudon. The portrait looked so derpy I couldn't tell what it was.
It is dirty.
Alright, I think we'll probably get what's just left.
Oh, Mason.
That was not who I was expecting him to send out.
Start off. We can go from there.
I guess those were the last two I thought he was gonna send out.
Or just not send out.
Yeah, that's more I was thinking. He just wasn't gonna send that out at all, but he did. So here we are.
Hi. See a belly that needs to be rubbed.
Well, Castform's gone at the end of this turn. It's taking in light for a solar beam that it's never going to get to use.
Rip.
Even if that surf doesn't connect, the burn is going to kill him.
Yeah. Either way. Of course, Sucker's dead.
I've never used one of those on my team ever, despite the fact that they literally give you one in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
I'm like, please use it.
Would you like this, baby? We don't want it anymore, but I please take it! That's still one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge sections in Battle City. It's the desperation with which he says, please take it! I wonder how far he's gotten thus far in, like, the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh! In doing that abridged thing. I know he finished up Battle... Like, he is definitely on Waking the Dragons, like, a pretty good chunk of the way through it last I saw.
Bend a spoon! Congrats. Good job.
But can he make a pencil become rubber? That's the real question. I can't believe he didn't use that Groudon. I really thought he was going to. Because typically when trainers have legendaries, they use them. At least for the bots. The bots use them.
That would be a good idea.
Maybe he just saw my team and saw I had 2 water types, and the fact he was using a fire ground was like, eh, maybe not. Yeah, never pulled it out. Instead, he went with cast form.
You bumped your head. You bumped your head. Do you see the reflection of the TV in the mirror? Do you want to watch the TV in the window?
Oh, and there's a Kyogre.
No.
You could move it. If you could pick it up without injuring yourself, anyway.
Hey, make it sound box.
No way am I sending out Typhlosion into a team full of waters. Even I'm not that stupid.
Looks like the snow one really fans.
Yeah, that was available in Ruby Sapphire Emerald, but nobody ever bothered to get it. It's one of those that you have to trade it while it's holding a certain item. Clamperl's actually what it evolves from, if you can believe it.
Really?
Oh hey, it started to rain. Now I can use Thunder with 100% accuracy to knock out Kyogre. Thanks for doing that for me.
Be ashamed of
Yeah, Kyogre's way more bulky than that Gorbis is. I'm not worried about it by comparison. Even if it does get a critical hit. I mean, you already used it once. You don't need it twice in the same turn.
Nope.
Get out of here.
What's the matter? Are you mad that you're no longer sitting on your box?
I'm probably mad that you moved it, honestly. Oh, for the love of God, this is just gonna be a Hydro Pump fest, just over and over. Yeah.
To be on the box again.
Yeah, that's all it was. Like, she completely quit. Her face went from bright red to completely back to normal within the span of about 2 seconds.
I don't know what kids want. I don't understand.
I'm not sure kids know what kids want half the time.
I really think they don't.
I think she probably just wanted to be higher up off the ground so she was closer height-wise to the two of us.
Maybe? I'm not just...
There's a lot of psychology in why people like to try to stand taller physically than other people and why people look to tall people in situations.
You know you can get onto it from the other side, right? She's going around.
I don't think
the
she
box
does.
To the far side to climb onto it every time. I think you were going for your test fire, bud. It's right there.
This rain is still going. It must be like... I know it came from Kyogre, but I think because it came from Kyogre, it literally is just going to keep going unless somebody either switches the weather effect or the battle ends.
Either way. God.
Yeah, go ahead. At this point, you're not... It's not possible for you to physically win at this point. Literally nothing that they could do. Even with 2 criticals, it wouldn't be enough.
Fell over. Sorry, headphone users.
More like RIP.
Yeah. She's slipped and fell and bumped her head.
Just put her back on the box. She'll be fine. You could move the box closer to so where she could rest her back on you or on the couch.
But this is the side that she gets onto it from.
Well, she won't want to get off of it, though.
I guess.
We've done it at long last. Floor 100.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you've long been waiting for. I think you have something like 83?
Probably not that many, but a lot.
Because you had 78 at, what, 97?
No,
No.
that was like 91, 92, somewhere in there. Also, remember how there's 3 time flutes in the normal game?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the third one is, in a box right here. Which is why I said, good luck getting the 3rd time flute.
Yeah, no.
No, not at all.
Oh, I was at Dollar Tree the other day and saw the off-brand My Little Ponies.
Nice.
And I was thinking,
Also, side note, Mount Battlemaster Entity, if you do single battle, the guy's name is Infin. That's literally the creativity they came up with. Can you say lowest common denominator? Try that and hope Salamence doesn't come out again.
oh, but yeah, what I was thinking for the off-brand My Little Pony is your diminutive equestrian. Because that's basically the same, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
What you doing? Hey, come here. I got your box. You can come sit on your box. Or you can throw some coasters or cozies. Whatever those are called.
I think both. Or no, they're cozies, right? Because posters are the flat ones you put on, like...
I think it depends
Tables
on what
and
you
stuff.
used it for. You can use
I mean,
it
you can use it as one. Yeah, absolutely. You
You're
can use
more
it as
than
one.
welcome to do so.
It's like the joke of like, oh, that's not edible. Like, well, it's edible. You could eat it. It would kill you, but you could eat it.
You could only eat it once.
Yeah. You only eat once. Okay, that Crobat's gotta go. After
no,
this turn.
No. This one you do not want to come on top of for that particular reason.
Empress is confused. It hurt itself in the confusion. Nope, it actually didn't. Cool. Bye, Crobat.
Rip. There you go. You figured out you can come onto it from the other side too.
Operation Don't Let Starmie Do Anything. That would be why.
Recognize.
That's gonna be a one-hit kill. Oh, he
Or
barely
not.
survived, yeah. He is 4x weak to it, which is why I thought it was going to be a one-hit kill.
It was very nearly.
Espeon was frozen. Nope, never mind. Cool. Bye, Starmie. Espeon, because Quagsire was standing there. Yep.
Watch your step. Okay. Now you're tired. Be careful. You're gonna bonk your head again. card book. It has math on it.
Also, I'd like to point out that I just did that with a perfect. I didn't lose a single teammate, and that was the last fight. That was half the reason I switched out Quagsire. So I was like, no, we're getting a perfect on this. Screw you. We did it!
We did it!
And it only took roughly 7 hours total.
Lowissimo, we did it.
That is your reward for doing all of that. You get the legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh.
Wow. And to do what?
Do it again!
What level do you get Ho at?
Don't know. If it's anything to go by in the other games, probably 70.
Which is just barely than what you already have.
Yep. Also, you get a lot of Poke coupons for that, and it gives you roughly 16,000. So you can buy pretty much anything you want. Also, the one true victory, that little Pokeball that's in the top left that's gold, that's the only way to get it gold, otherwise it stays silver.
Nice.
Well worth the work is to change the color of the Pokeball from silver to gold.
Absolutely.
Absolutely worth all of that. Let's check out Ho, see what it's got.
Saving it just to make sure.
Yeah, it already saved once, but I don't want to see the disc cannot be read, yada yada yada.
We don't trust the game.
Not at all. 70, yep. Ta-da. And it's naive, just like my ability to think, oh, this was worth doing 100 fights for. Huh, that's a bit weird, though. It doesn't come with Sacred Fire, which is, like, its well-known move. Figured it would.
Of course not.
It will actually, if you're frozen and use Sacred Fire, it will thaw you and still let you do the attack. It's the only move in the game that will let you do that.
Nice.
So yeah, it comes with what? Sunny Day, Fire Blast, Recover, and Swift. Not a very good set, if we're being honest. And all it's got is Pressure for its,
That's what you're supposed to use all them coupons for, to get some decent moves for
Apparently.
your legendary Pokemon.
Apparently. Say it one more time. And we're done.
I really don't trust.
With 15 minutes to spare before I need to get ready for work.
Never forgive, never forget.
Definitely never forgive. Yeah, if I ever do another playthrough of Colosseum on stream, I'm not doing that again.
Oh.
I did my time.
Serve my sentence.
And a half.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go find a raid target.
Say bye-bye, Mason. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Man, we were leaving work today, because Ty dropped her off with me before I went, and we were going around and saying bye to people, and she's like not really acknowledging anyone at all, like just no.
Yeah.
And as soon as we get to the door, she starts waving bye to the door, and I'm like, really? Really?
Makes sense.
Yes. Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash.
There we go.
Is that really the best way to sit?
Obviously.
It's just like falling back.
It's the only way to sit.